All right, Kedman here. Today we have a very unique and interesting knife from Paragon, Asheville steel. This is the last one from the Anything Emerson Waved collection. He sent me several knives from his collection to review, check out, share with all of you. This is the last one to see, and it is very unique as well. What do we have? This is the Paragon Asheville Steel Para X OTF Single Action Series. Boom! Look at this. Whew. Fun looking knife. I don't have a lot of autos. I definitely don't have one like this. So this is a single action series. What are we looking at? So we have a I don't know, steel handle. I'm not exactly what type. S35 VN on that blade. It is double edged. And then there's a groove up the center and this latch on the side. So you pull the latch down and lock it in. So it's a single action OTF. So you've got the little lock there, kind of lock it open or closed, and then you push the button, boom, and it fires out with authority. And that little guide on the side, see now it's locked open. You push that button and you can slide it back down. So you actually have to do the action of closing it, and that does also move. So if you look right here when I do the open, you're not going to see the blade totally, but I'm going to try to zoom in on that. And that goes really quick, but you can see this little lever right here is exposed on the side. So if you were holding it in your left hand, I mean, I guess you couldn't do it like that, but you can feel that slide up across your hands. So you kind of want to watch out. I don't know if you were putting a lot of pressure on that, if it would catch or something. And you saw there, I didn't click it all the way down. And since it wasn't clicked all the way down, it didn't latch in. There's a latch right at the end. So you push the button out, push the button to retract it, and then you have to, if you don't get all the way, see that spring on there, so you have to get all the way till it clicks, and now you are set. So you can see that groove jimps on both the front and the top and the bottom on both sides, and on the very bottom of it, kind of a bump on this side, so you can feel like, I think that would be the side they've intended for you to hold it like this, so your pinky can kind of catch on that lip right there. And then also when you're holding it in the right hand and opening it, you're allowing that slide to send up that edge. Oops. What am I doing here? Okay, so yeah, I'm digging this design. It's interesting. Like I said, I'm not a big auto type of knife lover, but I am a knife lover, so I look at everything. I love checking it out, so I'm glad I was able to see what this one was all about. Okay, so it opens fast. As an out the front, it is going to have that little bit of play that most of them have. Here is another OTF that I have. This is a double action. So this, I push the button up, it goes out, I pull it back, it drops back in. I kind of prefer that style over this, but I can see how, I don't know if it's legality issues in some places, or if it's just a different style. I'd be more into something like this. This is the Tac Force Benji. Pretty fun, a lot of quick snappy action on there. And then this is an out the side. Also a Tac Force with a little lock on there. This is the Goliath. So that one fires out the side. So same kind of action. You hit the button, and then when you push the button in, you then can bring it back down. So it's kind of the same kind of close as like this, except for instead of sliding it down, you're folding it over. So I do have a few autos in the collection. Nothing like this. So that rail on the side, that is kind of a cool, strange thing. Anybody have one of these? What do we think about the OTF single actions? All right. Pretty big. Just about 8 3/4. It's as close. It's pretty much right on 8 3/4. We'll give it. Blade is a little more than 3.5 at an angle. You could say 3 3/4, and it has 2 cutting surfaces, 1 on each side. Nice little dagger. 3 3/8 on those cutting surface, both with a slight curve on the belly. And 5, a little more than 5 1/8 on the length of the handle there. .09 on the blade thickness. Carries all the way out to there. Got that grind on both sides, the slot up the center for the groove of that pulls it down, or the mechanism on the inside. I don't know. Kenman words. 0.55 on the handle thickness. 1.01 that direction, widest out there 135, and then on the blade 0.85, and the battery continues. Alright, let's close this up. Click end there. I didn't say pocket clip only on one side, although the lefty can hold it like this. It doesn't really matter, and you can open it with that groove up against there. So not really that big of a deal. Does only have the Paragon Asheville steel written right there. Other than that, no other markings, which is pretty cool. 4.46, just about 4.47. 329 on the Kaiser drop bear. I compare that with everything. We might as well put those other autos I brought out. 373 on the Goliath. The Benji is a small one, 163. So that's a bigger size. 446, pretty good weight for something of that size right there. And we'll do it one more time so that groove is right on this side here as a lefty. Boom, I can fire it out. You saw it shoot right up there. It didn't really seem like it even touched my hand when I did that. Kaiser drop bear is a great EDC, same size as your bug out, your pyrite, good user. You can see mine gets a lot of use. I like a lot of jumps on the top, one of the features I enjoy on the drop bear. Inch or more on the handle, and maybe 3/4, half an inch on the blade. So definitely a full size on this Para X OTF. We'll get that tack knives Goliath. A little bit smaller. What kind of autos do you prefer? Do you like the out the side like that? You like the double action OTFs like the Benji? Smaller for sure. Or what do we think about these OTF single actions? First one I've ever really messed around with. I know Anything Emerson Waved uses his knives. Had some of these in his collection a while. Not sure how the edge is going to go. So we can't really... What I'm getting at is no shade to him or anything like that. It's just this is a used knife that's been around. It's not brand new out of the box. When I do a brand new unboxing, I'll do a cut test, and you're seeing what it's like right from the factory, which this is not, is what I'm getting at here. So we'll see what we've got. Yeah. It's kind of going, but it looks like there's a little bit. Yeah, it's not very sharp. Doesn't mean we couldn't put an edge on it. But yeah, right now, as is, it's got some burrs and some spots. Again, he uses his knives. That's not really a show to... Again, this isn't a review of a brand new knife. This is from the Anything Emerson Waved collection. Thanks again for letting us check out all those cool knives. This one is definitely unique with that slide on the side there. We can watch it this way, maybe it'll see it pretty good. Boom. Fires out quick, fast. Kind of a fun knife from Paragon. Anybody have anything else from them, or OTF single action from another company? Comment below, tell us about them. I'm interested. Thanks again, bud. I'll get these all mailed back to you. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.